Welcome or welcome back. If you have not been here already, my name is Tony and I want to thank you so much for being here. So we are going to go ahead and hop into the video. It is Thanksgiving Day. We have what, a month and a week left for the rest of 2022. I can't even believe I'm saying that right now because this year has completely flown by. Like, I literally feel like I blinked and we're here at holiday season already all over again. But with the thought of having only just a few weeks away left in the year of 2022, all of us are starting to gear up towards making New Year's resolutions and making our Q1 goals. And, everybody is looking forward to that next thing that they can push themselves to. So that is the purpose of this video, is we want to talk about the concept of manifesting, but taking it a step further and actually applying manifesting to using our 5 senses. So we've all heard about the concept of manifesting, like attracts like, you have to visualize, you do vision boards, you do, meditation where you can visualize what your dream life would look like. There are so many different things out there, or different strategies that people have come across that they use to manifest their dream lives. But what I wanted to do was break it down even further, because everybody doesn't approach manifesting and bringing things into their life the same way. So let's think about our 5 senses, okay? So obviously, grade school, everybody should know their 5 senses. We've got sense of sight, smell, touch, taste, and hearing, right? So let's think about how we can apply those 5 senses in order to manifest what it is that we want in our life. Let's have an understanding first and foremost out the gate. Everybody's dream life is not going to look the same. Some people want simplicity. Some people want just a very nice, simple suburban home with great schools for their families. Other people want the luxury cars, the luxury apartment, the luxury lifestyle, the travel, the money, the shopping, the designer bags. Everybody's definition of what their dream life looks like is completely different. So make sure that you take the time to actually think about what you want your dream life to look like. That way, when you are going out and using your 5 senses to manifest or draw these things into your life, you know exactly what it is that you want. Let's think about touch, okay? If we feel something, right? That means we are so close to it, we can feel it, we can almost have it. We can almost have it in our possession. So why don't we apply that to manifesting? So number 1, with your touch, how about you start going out and looking at the things that you want to have in your dream life? Maybe you want a certain dining room table in your home. Okay, go out, go shopping. Okay, ain't nothing wrong with a little window shopping, because you might not have the money right then and there, but if you are doing the steps that you're needing to do to draw those things into your life, you will be able to have that money to get that table. Okay, start going out and shopping, touch those tables, get a feel of them. What kind of wood are they made from? Or maybe they're not wood, maybe they're metal, they're glass, whatever. Get that touch down, feel it, rub your whole palm against it. That way, when you're sitting at home and you're sitting back and you're starting to visualize those things that you want, you can actually kind of rub your hands together, like sit at your table and just imagine you're touching the table that you touched in that store, but you're touching it and you see it in your mind. It's all going to help with visualizing. It's all going to help with actually bringing those things into manifestation. So when we think about sight, all of these are kind of building blocks. If you want to be honest, you can build all of your 5 senses on top of one another to really draw in. Hold on, because I told my kids I was recording a video and they tripping right now. Hey! So let's think about how we can build those 5 senses on top of each other. So, okay, again, we've got our touch. Now let's build on top of that. We have our sight. So without touch, you're not going to have sight. Now, let me rephrase that, because I am in no way, shape, or form trying to say anything against people who are visually impaired. Let's be clear about that, okay? So I'm speaking to those who have, you know, their sight and their touch. Think about when you're actually touching those things in store. Really get a visual for what it is that you are seeing. The stronger the visualization, the more you can like pull those things into your life, because you know exactly what you're seeing and what you're touching. So when you go fill that dining room table out, when you're going window shopping, look at all of the small details in that table. Really get a mental image drawn out in your mind so that if you were to close your eyes, you would still see every small waking detail of that table. So like I said, when you're touching on that table and you're seeing that table, think about all of the details. Really gravitate to it, pull it in, get that mental picture, and then that way when you're at home and you're taking your moments throughout the day where you're meditating or you're sitting there doing like a manifestation visualization practice where you're just kind of sitting with your eyes closed and seeing the things that you want brought into fruition, you're very detailed about it. So that's why I said, if you don't really know what it is that you're trying to manifest or bring into your life, then maybe you need to take a step back and think about the details, okay? And again, like I said, everybody's dream life is not going to look the same. A dream life is something very individualized, and I highly suggest that you think more in depth rather than just surface value. Everybody can attract money. Everybody can attract money to get a car or buy that designer bag or whatever it is that you want, but you need to think way deeper than surface value when it comes to your dream life. Be very specific about your encounters that you want to have in your dream life, how you want your day-to-day to look. Now, but just saying, oh, I want my dream life to be, I want to be an entrepreneur and I want to run my own business and I want to have a house. Okay, that's very vague. Think about the fact that even when you're an entrepreneur, you're going to work 4, 5, 10, 100 times more than the regular average person who works a 9 to 5. So be very specific about what kind of entrepreneur you want to be, how many businesses you want to have. Do you need help with your businesses? What are the things that you still want to be able to do during the day that you're not able to do right now when you are your own business owner? Again, be very specific. That way, when you are using your 5 senses to really manifest these things into your life, you know exactly what it is that you're gravitating to you, okay? So let's move on to taste. So really and truly, I feel like even if you have a job and you're making $30,000, $40,000 a year, everybody can manage to take themselves out to a nice dinner. That's my opinion. Don't shoot me. I'm just a messenger. But that is my opinion. I feel like everybody has the ability to go out and have a nice dinner. But you also need to make that a priority too. So let's say in your dream life, you want to have, you know, develop a finer palate, or you want to get into, you know, collecting different wines or something like that. Take moments out to do that for yourself now. If you want to begin experiencing with wines, go start trying 10, 12, $15 bottles at the store, and then kind of elevate from there, and then start growing your palate for different wines. Same thing with foods. If you're, you know, wanting to get into more exquisite tasting food, or you want to start just being versatile or having like a luxury kind of, you know, palate, more power to you. Okay? What you can do is maybe set aside once a month where you can go and eat dinner at those restaurants. And during those times, again, make sure you are internally capturing every single moment. Think about how that food tastes as it goes down your throat. Really get a sense of all of the different flavors that are going on. Again, making a visual and tasteful note of what it is that you're eating. That way, as you begin to build that dream life out and you begin to start, you know, experimenting with different cuisines and more upscale or finer dining, you already have a sense of what that tastes like. So again, these are all building blocks, but every single, That's my bedtime reminder. Anyway, every single sense that you have is going to be a building block on top of one another in order to really draw those manifestations in, okay? Same thing with sound. So sound is a little hard. It's a little tricky. But if you get very specific about what it is that you want to manifest, you can also begin to listen to certain sounds. So let's say that your dream life is on a farm. You're going to hear animals on the farm. You're going to hear different birds. You're going to hear kind of peaceful wind sounds. So start listening to some of those things as you're visualizing. When you take, 10, 15 minutes a day and you just simply close your eyes and you're thinking about all of the things that you want in your dream life or visualizing having that right now, play some of those sounds in the background. That way you can really just go deep into your thought process, deep into the visualization, and almost be there without being there. Because you can be somewhere mentally and obviously not be there physically, but sometimes if you have a strong enough connection to what it is that you're doing or manifesting or visualizing in that moment, you can be more there in the mental capacity than you are in the physical. We all have heard that our life is created in the mental aspect first before anything is seen in the physical realm. So if you think about internalizing those sounds, really getting this visualization mapped out in such detail that when your eyes are closed, that's all you see, you're going to attract that eventually into your life. Now, the trick to it is you cannot be distracted. And it's such an easy thing to get distracted when it comes to everything that's going on in the world. I mean, from news stories to social media to family to friends, there are distractions all over the place. I mean, it's just the inevitable. But you have to be dedicated enough to really wanting to change your life that you have to be able to block out those distractions. You have to be able to stay focused. Doing your visualizations or writing in your daily journals, if that's something that you do, that shouldn't be a chore. That should be something that you want to do in order to change your life. So something, or my go-to thing is I like to journal. I do my journaling 3 times a day and I write down different affirmations. Now, of course, I've done all of the work that I'm explaining to you where I've detailed out how, oh my gosh, ooh, sorry. I've detailed out how I want my life to be. My life, I don't care too much about having the glitz and the glam. Now, yes, there are certain things that I want and I'm going to get, okay? There's certain things I want that I'm going to get. But I'm not hell-bent on, ooh, I got to be a billionaire. Like, I don't chase money in that aspect. I focus more on what I can pull to me. What can I magnetize to me? My sole focus is not money. My sole focus is having complete and utter joy and peace in my life. And I know that if I'm always on that feel-good frequency, if I'm always in tune enough to where I am just genuinely happy every day, I know that I can magnetize anything that I want to me. So like I said again, nothing about manifesting your dream life should feel like a chore. It should be something that you want to do. It should be an everyday goal that you're pushing to say, I've got to do this. I've got to work on me. I've got to internally change my life, because change starts from the inside out. No different from manifesting your life. It starts from the inside. So keep that in mind as you're going through your process of really creating this dream life and using those 5 senses. So we went over touch, we went over sight, we went over taste, we went over sound. So that leaves smell. Okay, so with smell, think about how you want your home to smell. Think about how you want your car to smell. Think about what else could really, like, what could you sniff around with your sniffers? Anyway, let's just use home because that's the easiest thing. Think about how you want your home to smell. Your home might smell like freaking, I don't know, vanilla and sandalwood right now, but you want your new house to smell like patchouli and bergamot. I don't know. Whatever the case, think about how you want that new home to smell and start transitioning out some of those things that are in your current home. That way, you know that when you're smelling those smells, it will instantly trigger that visualization that you've already created with your other 5 senses, and everything is just piled on top of one another, creating the most powerful visualization that you can have in order to really manifest that dream life into you. Okay, so like I said, I wanted to take a moment to break it down by using the 5 senses, because we've all heard, you know, you can visualize, make a vision board, do this, do that, but really taking what you have, like who you are. You have all of these senses, so use them to create that perfect life that you, well, you know what, let me not say perfect, because life ain't perfect. Life ain't pretty all the time either. But again, it's a dedication. You have to want to change. But before I go any further, the change has to be from a genuine place. Okay? If you are doing anything just for the sake of money, let me tell you, stop right now and reevaluate your goals. Y'all see my hair got stuck. Reevaluate your goals. There should be, I say this all the time. All right. Manifesting should not solely be about money. Okay. Again, if you are mentally in the right space, there's peace in your heart, there is joy filled in your life, you are automatically going to magnetize money and great circumstances and, you know, just a flourish of income. It's a guarantee. But don't make your whole purpose of manifesting and creating this dream life to be surrounded by money. That eventually down the line will tear you apart. And we can save that thought for another video. But that's why I say be very detailed about what it is that you want. Be very, very specific. Don't just say that you want to manifest money. It's more than that. So get to whatever the root is, because let's be honest, money is a tool. Money, the only thing that money can do is buy you something that maybe you can't buy right now. It is a tool. So don't let that be the driving force behind what it is that you're trying to manifest into your life. I overall want to manifest happiness, joy, peace, bliss. Okay? Money can buy me certain things, but money is never going to give me my happiness. So just make sure that you are being very thorough in what it is that you're asking for and what it is that you are visualizing. Okay? So I just wanted to pop that in there real quick. But overall, use your 5 senses to really draw in to your life that dream life that you seek. I feel like this is the perfect time more than ever, because we are rolling into a new year very, very soon, which is still so weird to freaking say, because I don't even know where 2022 went. Like, I don't. I feel like, honestly, I don't know where the last 3 years have gone, because with the pandemic going on for like those 2 years and then this year, I just feel like I am all over the place. But now I'm even getting back to a place where I'm really beginning to visualize and think about, how do I want my life to look? How do I want my life to look for my family and my kids? You know, something as simple as having a very nice home in a suburban neighborhood so my kids can go to a nicer school. That would be part of my dream life. That might not be somebody else's, but that's part of my dream life. So I'm constantly thinking about these things, especially as we're about to move into a new year. No, it's not a New Year's resolution. Don't ever think of manifesting as a New Year's resolution, because this should be something that you are continuously doing. You should be continually growing mentally and spiritually and physically. That way you know that you're strong enough to block out all of the noise, because like I said, it's dedication. It is some dedication in order to manifest that dream life. To my content creators or anybody that works in the social media aspect, put the blockers on, okay? Put them shades on. You're gonna have to block out everybody that you see. You're always going to see somebody who's in a different position than you. You're always going to see somebody who is further excelling than you. Maybe y'all do the same content and their platform has taken off and yours has not. Don't let that distract you from creating your dream life. Either you need to stop watching those content creators for a while, or literally just get yourself on a schedule to where you can post your stuff and get off. But you got to have all blockers on right now in order to block out all of that extra noise that's out there so that you can focus on creating the dream life that you want. That way down the line, you can be the inspiration for somebody else. You never look at it in an envious light. Look at it as a light of encouragement. Because somebody who is further along than you was right in the same position as you are. So don't look at it as, oh my gosh, I'm not where I'm supposed to be. No, you're exactly where you're supposed to be. You just need to fine tune it and get more in tune with yourself and your self-growth more than what you are putting out into other people and watching other people. Okay, so I really hope that you guys enjoyed this video. Like I said, I'm sorry if I felt like I was rambling, but I just had so many thoughts about this topic that I really wanted to get out, because I feel like everybody should be living the dream life. But again, everybody's dream life is of different standards. But nonetheless, everybody should be living their dream life. Everybody should be happy. Everybody should be in a state of bliss, even though there are terrible things that are going on in the world. You should still find peace within yourself, okay? So make sure that you are doing all the self-work that you possibly can in order to not only have that dream life that you are seeking, but that you have that peace and that peace of mind and peace of self as well. So if you guys have not already, please don't forget to hit that subscribe button below, and also make sure that you are paying attention to those notification bells as well, because yeah, I'm here with y'all. Like y'all see, I'm sitting on the floor, I'm comfortable, we talking, we chatting it up, okay? And I'm gonna continue to do that. So make sure that you stay tuned. But until next time, love, bye.